Show. Turn up the radio, shout. The Joe Rollica Show.
Don't you want me back? Or have I gone crazy? Yes, I can live without you. You could without me as well. When we make love, nothing else matters. Like where we are, who's around, what we've been fighting about, who's right or wrong, all in all. I'm just looking for reasons to call.
Hey, y'all, it's Joe Rollica from Our Country Radio. Got a special guest today. It is Billie Jo. How are you doing, Billie Jo?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Awesome. So, I hear that you were singing from the time you were born. Is that true?
That is correct. I would put on little shows for my grandparents while we were all sitting in the living room when I was probably 3 or 4 years old. So yeah, definitely been singing since I could pretty much talk.
And so, did they ever record any of those? Do you have something of that?
They did. I've got a few videos. Actually, I've got quite a bit of videos. I just only have a few that I've kind of used my phone to record the TV type thing, because these were all back when we had VCRs and like a VCR recorder and all those things. So they did finally get those switched over to onto DVDs, so I can watch them on DVDs now. So
That's a good memory. So,
yeah.
you're from Texas, born Dallas, is that right?
I was born in Dallas, and I grew up in a small town called Emory, Texas. So it's a really small town over in East Texas area.
One stoplight or none?
It was a one stoplight town, and now Emory has grown into something huge, which is so unfair because when I was there, all we had was a Dairy Queen. Now they've got Taco Bell and Golden Chick and just all the things, and I'm just jealous because I didn't have that.
Yeah, I feel the same way. So you got your first start when you were young and you started singing at church, is that right?
Yep, my first stage ever to perform on was over at Emory Baptist Church. I was 9 years old, and then later we changed churches. I started going to Lake Fort Baptist Church, and that's where you could find me on stage all the time there, singing in the choir and everything too. So yeah, I grew up in church singing, and that led to singing at little fairs and festivals around town. They were called Opries. So think of the Grand Ole Opry, but way smaller. That's kind of what I started growing up singing on.
And so were you as old and were you ready to get on the stage or were you scared? How'd you react to that when you were young?
I mean, definitely was a nerve-wracking thing, but I loved it. I love being on stage. I didn't really get, a whole lot of stage presence until I got older, actually. But I still tried when I was a kiddo. My grandparents raised me, but my dad was still a big part of my life, and he was kind of what I would call the bad influence for the bar area. So the restaurant bar, places out there that my grandparents didn't go to, my dad would take me and sneak me in, and he would throw a $20 bill up to whatever band was playing and say, "Hey, let my daughter come up and sing a song." And that's whenever I learned that I not only love to sing country music, but I love to perform in front of people, and being up there at the bar, that was a lot of fun.
So you were a star in high school too. You sang national anthem, I saw.
I did. A very sweet man, and he passed away last year. Actually, we stayed in contact for forever. I mean, I graduated high school, I don't know, mine. But this man saw me sing the national anthem. He was the superintendent of Rains High School. His name was David Seago, and he saw me sing the national anthem and said, "You need to start singing this at the girls' state basketball playoffs in Austin, Texas." And I was like, "Oh, that would be awesome!" And so he found out how to do it and how to get me in, and I sang the national anthem every year that I was in high school at the girls' state basketball playoffs in Austin, which was just an incredible experience. So I'm still thankful for that, because that moment has now led me to be able to sing the national anthem and God Bless America in front of 35,000 people at the Texas Rangers games, which I've done like 5 times this year. I've done it for the last 3 years now. So it's definitely a blessing to be able to get to do that.
So that's a lot more nerves getting in front of that many people, huh?
Oh, I mean, it's nerves, whether I sing in front of 30,000 people or if I'm just gonna go sing it in front of 20 people. It's one of those songs that like you cannot mess it up. And that's just gonna haunt you for the rest of your life, pretty much. So
Yeah. You see these artists that sing it bad, and well, Patti LaBelle at the All-Star game there, a lot of people criticized her, you know.
uh-huh.
I guess it's preference though, because I didn't think it was so bad, really. It's her style. So
Yeah, and people are just they're just kind of they're harsh and they are picky about that song. So if you do too much or if you don't do enough, even sometimes like people are like, man, that was terrible.
I guess you can't go wrong if you stick to the script.
Exactly. And mine's pretty much how it's supposed to be. I do a little fancy thing here, but nothing too crazy.
So let's take you back to around, let's say 2020. So does this look familiar?
Oh boy, that was one of my first singles, or maybe second single that I'd put out. Oh wow, that's crazy.
Well, I think it was a great song. I listened to it. I saw the video, you know, that this picture came from, and I was like, wow, you were great then. So
I love that song. I wrote that with Tammy Marler, and it was one of the first songs that I really had ever co-written. So I love that song. It's a beautiful song. I think we need to bring that back at some of my shows sometime.
yeah, I think you should, because it really is good. It caught my attention right away. Well, when you were in that time period, you had the song Redneck, and also that was a single you released like the year after that, right?
Yes.
And then we move into the era where I received the first song from you, and that was at our country radio. And it happened to be this one right here, Right Now Kind of Girl.
Right Now Kind of Girl. That was my first ever #1 song in Texas, with Texas Regional Radio. So that's a special song.
Yeah, for sure. That #1 sticks with you. And if people are looking at it, it says Billie Jo Jones. You've changed to just Billie Jo now, right?
Yep, I switched to the Dolly thing. Like you don't say Dolly Parton, you just say Dolly. And so I'm like, well, you know what? I think I can just be Billie Jo because my name is still pretty clever enough without a last name. So
Yeah, for sure. Well, that started you on a roll. And you went on to have another #1 with this one, Some Girls Don't Cry. And it seems like you got a little bit more sassy in this one.
I did that was probably my sassiest song I think that I've put out to date. So I love that song. It was so fun. And that's still, I mean, if you come to a Billie Jo show, that's my first song out on stage. We play that one to bring me out. So it's one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's a great one. And the picture looks great. You got the look going, the cowboy hat, all that. Well,
Yeah.
we have a video of it. So let's let people hear what this sounds like if they haven't already.
I packed a suitcase for the weekend. You won't find me around. I might be headed out to Reno. All I know is I'm getting out of town. One door closes, another opens wide. Some girls don't cry. You thought you hurt me, you thought you got me good. Then you thought I'd take you back. Problem is my daddy taught me what I'm worth, and no boy can put a price tag on that. Some girls worry and need that type of guy. Some girls don't cry. Pop that champagne, here's some more pain. I'm going dancing tonight.
And so is any of the guys in the band here, they your band members still?
No, they're not, and I'm super sad about that. We couldn't bring everyone that we wanted to Nashville. We need to do another one in Texas so that my band can come and be a part of the video. I think that would be so fun. But yeah, these were just some hired people that we brought in to come pretend to play behind me on stage.
And you even caught a rainbow in the background, I see there.
I know, it was so cool. That was so fun.
And so at this point, how are you feeling about your career? You excited? You think it's going to go where it is today?
I at that point in my career, I mean, I had goals and I had hopes and I had dreams of, what my career was going to be like. But I had no idea what was going to take place. I mean, I had an idea of what I wanted to take place. And honestly, it everything that happened after this point has exceeded what I ever thought would be possible, from doing a national television show and recording 2 albums now, having 5 consecutive #1s, hopefully about to get a 6th one. It's just, God has just really blessed me. So I'm thankful to be able to get to live this life and play country music for a living. That's all I've ever wanted to do.
Well, yeah, you're great to recognize the fact that somebody's leading your steps.
Yeah.
All right, that was a great video there. Some Girls Don't Cry. This is Joe Rollica, and this is Billie Jo with us on our country radio. And so, Billie Jo, we're going to have some fun with you now. I like to play a little game with the artists and get a feel for their humanity. Where are they? What kind of person are they? So here we go. A little tough. All right. So if you had your choice, but you had to pick one, are you going to wear that cowgirl hat or the Western boots?
Oh, man. You are wrong for this. Oh, gosh.
Sorry.
Oh, man. I have to, I guess I would have, oh, that's hard. Okay, I guess I'll have to go with my, as much as I hate to say this, with my Western boots, because I love my boots. I have so many different pairs of boots. And I just don't think I could perform in anything else except for my boots.
Well, there you go. All right, next up. I know you used to perform for the grandparents, Ray Price and George Jones. They were favorites of them. But if you got to pick one, and I know one of these 2 you already sang with, but if you had to do it all again, is it Ray Price or George Jones that you're going to do that duet with?
Oh, man. Oh, this is so wrong. Okay, I'm gonna have to go with Ray Price still. I got to open for him when I was 18 years old, shared a birthday party with him when I was 19, and even later on attended his funeral. So my heart still belongs to Ray Price.
Well, there you go. That's a good story about a little past history with him.
Yes.
Okay, you got an album that's named Turquoise and Silver, but now I'm going to make a choice. Is it turquoise or silver? Which one?
That's an easy one. I'll have to go with turquoise for sure.
I know that because I saw the ring on your finger, the turquoise one. So
Yes, yes.
okay, I saved the last, I think the hardest one here. Patsy Cline or Loretta Lynn, are you going to do a duet with which one?
That is a tough one, but I've said from the beginning that Loretta Lynn has been one of my biggest influences in even doing this thing. She had 6 kiddos. I've got 4 kids, and I'm out here just pushing and grinding as much as I can, just like she did. So I would have to say Loretta Lynn for sure.
Well, there you go. That wasn't too hard. If you're like some of the
too hard. The first one was the hardest one for me, honestly.
you could have got around and said I'll sing with both of them or something like that, but
Oh, I know.
that would have
I know.
cheated the system. All right, let's move on. We're going to go on to show everybody that you have a good store on your website here, and there's a lot of merchandise that you have for Billie Jo, and so you can get Billie Jo t-shirts. Let's see, koozies. Oh, that bumper sticker is really cool. I like that. Put that in the back of your truck. And the Billie Jo hat. Very cool. And then let's move on. I'm going to kick this out of the way. Your tour. So looks like July 25th, you're going up to Oklahoma, huh?
I am. I'm going to be in Roland, Oklahoma. I'm so excited. I've never played there at the Cherokee Casino, so I can't wait to go play a show for those guys up there.
Then you're moving on to Denison, playing the Armadillo Ranch. And then you're going to be playing down in Hoots. You got stuff all the way through October 23rd, Love and Warren, Texas. Hey, that's in our backyard.
I've got a lot more that I need to get on there and add too, but we're still booking stuff left and right.
So are you keeping up with the social media yourself, or do you have people that help you?
Well, I've got my label. I've got my manager, Lynn Snow. He pretty much does all of the booking for me. And then I still but I still run my Facebook and Instagram. So I'm the one that's, commenting or posting or, everything on there. I've got a guy that does my website. So all my website updates go through someone. But I love running my Facebook and my Instagram and my TikTok and talking to people and all the good things. So I want to keep doing that as long as I can.
Well, let's move on here. Next, number one. Whose tequila are you drinking? You're getting really country with this one.
I am. That one was one of my most countryest songs, I think, that I've put out. And that was so much fun.
Yeah, and where'd you find the red couch? I don't know that I've seen one anywhere.
That was so at my manager, Lynn Snow, has a buddy in Nashville, and that was just actually at his office there. So I thought that was a pretty cool shot there on that red couch.
And this was 2024, just so everybody knows. And you also were the Female Artist of the Year at the T3R Awards in that year, was it? 2024?
No, it was 2025.
2025. Okay.
Yeah, 2025.
And then we move on to Flame, another number one. Gee.
Another one.
Gosh, you're just moving along. I'd have to say that I love your covers because you're so photogenic. And there's that ring I was talking about.
Yes. Yeah. I love all of my album covers that we've done. Since, all of my number ones right now, Kind of Girl, Some Girls Don't Cry, Whose Tequila Are You Drinking, Flame. All of my covers are shot by, oh my gosh, Adrian Payne out of Nashville, and him and his wife are just the most amazing team to work with. So I absolutely love going and doing photo shoots with them. I need to go do another one since I have went a little bit darker and more natural with my hair. We need to go get some more photo shoots done.
And Flame was your fourth consecutive number one song.
Fourth consecutive number one song in Texas.
Very cool. Now we move on. This is an album here, Turquoise and Silver. And, well, the song also went to number one, your fifth number one. You're really rolling at this point. And so this brought you along and got you recognition on a show called The Road. And when you got to that, here you are performing on the stage there. You're looking great. So I remember them saying she lacks no confidence. You were really struggling at that time, though, because I remember that you said you were sick and had something nasal.
No, I was sick. I don't know I don't know if it was the flu. I don't know if I had COVID. I don't know what I had, but I had something and it wouldn't go away pretty much the whole time that I filmed that TV show. But I just kept trying to push through the best that I could. And I guess I pushed through enough because I wound up being top 5 on the show. And so I know I did the very best that I could, and I'm super proud of that. That was an amazing experience, getting to go out and be on a TV show called The Road. We got to go open for Keith Urban. Blake Shelton was a part of it. My girl Gretchen Wilson was on there, produced by Taylor Sheridan. It was an incredible experience for sure.
Yeah. I mean, the influence of people that are already at the top of the game, and then what they can bring to you is an awesome thing. So the biggest influence you took away from being on the road, what would you say that is?
I would have to say that getting to share my grandparents with the world and getting to share my story with the world meant the most to me. Not only did I get to get that out there and tell people about me and my story and why my grandparents raised me, but I had so many people reach out all over the world to tell me their stories and about how they were raised by their grandparents, or they were raised by their aunt and uncle, or they were adopted. And so it was truly special to be able to share a little part of me and my grandparents, my sweet, precious grandparents that are now 91 and 87 years old, that I got to share them with the world.
Yeah, I met them at the show. They're very sweet and
They're so good.
so supportive to be coming around all the time. It's great.
Mhm.
Well, let's show everybody what your social media is. So if you're looking for Billie Jo, you better look for BillieJoJones.com. And then same thing with the Facebook, Billie Jo Jones Music. We got Instagram, and we also got a YouTube. So we're not going to cover that too much. You'll have to look it up, but there it is if you're watching the show version. And we're going to move on to the one last thing here, and that would be the song that's number 2 on the T3R today. So, Reasons to Call. You wrote it with Len, is that right?
I didn't write this one, actually. Lynn Snow wrote this song with Aaron Weatherholt, and we put it on my album. And I am just obsessed with this song. I think it's a great storytelling song. I'm all about storytelling when I put out music, and so this song is number one of my biggest vocal songs you'll probably ever hear me do. But I'm super proud of this song. It's sitting number 2 right now on the charts, and we are fingers crossed, hoping and praying that this will be my 6th consecutive number 1 at Texas radio.
Yeah, that's a really great song. So when you're singing a song, they all have a story behind it. Is there something that you're thinking of when you're singing the song Reasons to Call? Is there like a memory or something that pulls up in you that makes you feel an emotion while you're singing?
100%. This and honestly, this song kind of came out around that time. But I had well, this is getting personal. Well, I had a first love, and kind of got my heart broken. And so this is kind of one of those songs that one of those moments that I think about whenever I think about this song. So,
well, if that emotion affects you, it definitely affects the listener. And I know that I listened to it myself, and that's why I asked the question, is because it could be a family member, it could be your mom, it could be anybody, a reason to call. I just called to say I love you, right? I think somebody said that before.
Yes.
But it's a great tune, and I'm really hoping that it goes number 1 for you. That would be your 6th consecutive number 1. And it is sitting at the TCMC, which is Texas Country Music Chart, in the top 20 at number 12. And you're at number 4 on the CDX Texas. So
that's awesome.
This song's got a lot of traction, and I think you're right there. So we'll keep our fingers crossed.
Yes, for sure. I appreciate that.
Well, hey, Billie Jo, I really want to thank you for being on the show. It's been an awesome time. I've watched your career over the years. I was there when you were Future Faces, New Artists, and now even today. And you already are on your way. You've been to really high highs, and I think that you're going to go even higher. So keep it up.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for taking the time to talk with me and tell my story to everyone. So I appreciate that.
You got a great story, and hey, having those grandparents support, you just got to thank God for that.
Of course. Of course.
All right.
I do. I love them so much, and I know they're proud of me.
Well, hey, everybody, thank you for watching the Joe Rollica Show. I'm Joe from our country. That's Billie Jo. Go get a hold of her music. We'll talk to you later. Keep kicking it country style, y'all.
Don't you want me back? Have I gone crazy? Yes, I can live without you. You could without me as well. When we made been fighting about who's right or wrong, on and on. I'm just looking for reasons to call.
Hey! Sound the alarm, lock down the place. Feel the vibration in your face. It's the Joe Rollica Show.